Welcome to the NFL Preview Show with Rohan Singhani and Kartik Gupta. Today we will be previewing the Week 6 matchup between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. We'll be talking about our bold predictions first. Rohan?
Thanks, Kartik. Well, I think that Flacco is going to get picked off at least twice in this game. With this revamped pass rush of the Giants, expect guys like Jason Pierre-Paul, Damon Harrison, Jonathan Hankins, and Olivier Byrne to get after Flacco, forcing incompletions and bad throws, and our ball hawk safety, Darian Thompson, should be able to take advantage of such throws.
I see what you're saying, but additions to the pass-catching squad of the Ravens, such as Chris Moore, Mike Wallace, and Rashad Perriman coming off a torn ACL, Flacco will have many more targets to throw to. Next topic. I feel that Rashad Jennings will rush for less than 75 yards this game. With interior pass rush and run stuffers such as Brandon Williams and Timmy Jernigan, and outside linebackers such as Elvis Dumerville and Terrell Suggs, Rashad Jennings will be shut down.
I actually agree with this point. As you said, the Ravens have a really strong interior defensive lineman core, along with a great duo of outside linebackers in Terrell Suggs and Elvis Dumerville. Jennings hasn't really been able to get around the edge lately this season. Don't expect him to be able to do so against these linebackers. Also, the Giants haven't really decided on a starting running back yet, and they haven't been able to ditch the running back by committee group yet. So expect no running back to go over 50 yards. Now, introducing our next point, I think that Odell Beckham Jr. is going to have a field day on Jimmy Smith with at least 120 yards receiving and a score. Odell Beckham should be able to use his ability to run the complete route tree and his speed to be able to get by Jimmy Smith, who's struggled with speed throughout his career.
I see what you mean with Jimmy Smith and not being able to keep up with Odell Beckham. However, Eric Weddle coming down and stopping Odell Beckham over the top will really help this defense from giving up big plays to Odell Beckham and Victor Cruz, who are big playmakers for the New York Giants offense. Our next point is Flacco will pass for over 300 yards this game. I feel that with all his targets, he cannot do anything but pass for 300 yards against this young New York secondary with Eli Apple and Landon Collins. You?
I actually disagree with this point. As you mentioned, experience could play a role, but the young players such as Eli Apple, Landon Collins, and Darian Thompson should be able to take advantage of Flacco's inaccuracy in throwing the deep balls, along with Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie and Janoris Jenkins being big playmakers should be able to generate turnovers and prevent this 300-yard mark.
Something we disagree on. Now let's move on to our matchups. First one is Brandon Williams and Weston Richburg. Weston Richburg, second-year center, and Brandon Williams, another second-year defensive tackle. This is going to be a very interesting matchup with the physicality in the middle.
I think that Weston Richburg, after he shifted from left guard for his rookie year, has really thrived and solidified himself as one of the best centers in the league in run blocking, screens, and pass protection. I think he should be able to handle Brandon Williams.
Next, we have Sterling Shepard and Gerard Powers. Gerard Powers coming off a great season with the Cardinals, helping them go to the NFC Championship game against Carolina Panthers.
Once again, experience could play a role here as Sterling Shepard is a rookie and Gerard Powers has been in the league for many years. But Sterling Shepard's quickness and route running ability should play a big role here and should be able to beat Gerard Powers' physicality.
Now we go to our win predictions. Ron?
I have the Giants winning this one. Even though the Ravens have a lot of new targets, I just see the secondary being able to shut down all of them with Eli Apple, Janoris Jenkins, and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie being able to match the speed and physicality of those targets, along with the pass rush, which should force a lot of incompletions from Flacco. For the offense, I just don't see the Ravens' depth on secondary being enough to handle Sterling Shepard, Victor Cruz, and Odell Beckham Jr.
I see what you mean, but I disagree. I feel that the Ravens will come out on top at the end of this game. The Ravens have more pass catchers that are versatile than the Giants have cornerbacks to cover them. The Giants' young secondary with Eli Apple, a rookie, and Landon Collins, second year, coming off not so great year, will be a very interesting matchup to see.
Thank you. That's all for Kartik Gupta and Rohan Singhani on NFL Preview.